Hi everyone, welcome again to the next chapter by Marzi. We meet here every week to talk to superstar seniors who defy all expectations by society and show us that 60 in fact is not the age to slow down. I am Roonam, your host for this season. Today I have with me Mrs. Lalitha Vijayaraghavan. She proves that age is just a number. At this age, at 75, she is literally making waves in the pool, in the sea, by being a superstar swimmer. She hasn't slowed down one bit as she has aged. So welcome, Lalitha. We're very excited to have you here with us on the next chapter by Marzi.
Thank you very much. I'm very delighted to be here.
Let's start with your diverse journey so far.
Well, I was born in Mysore and then did most of my education there in Mysore. That was BSc and B.Ed. But I moved to Bangalore for my master's in foods and nutrition.
Wow. So you have a B.Ed and a master's in food and nutrition.
Yes. And
wow.
Then I did a catering technology course, and that brought me to being a lecturer in a catering college.
That's very interesting.
Okay, now I'll go back to Mysore. I learned to swim there, and the main person who encouraged me was my grandmother, my dad's mother. In those days, swimming was unheard of by any
For women.
standard, especially for the women. You may be interested to know that we used to stitch our own swimming costumes.
Wow.
Can you believe that? Because now you just pay money and then you get the most fashionable outfits. But we used to stitch because those days we neither could afford, because I come from a very big family, neither we could afford to buy, nor we did not know where it was available. That is how it all started.
But how did the swimming, what made your family think that you should swim at the age of 12 when even costumes, were not accessible?
It was all because of my grandmother, as I said, because she was quite a pushy type.
Okay.
We are a big family of 7 siblings. And then she said, okay, the pool was right opposite our house. That was the advantage. And then she said, you do whatever is good. At the same time, she was very careful about how we were brought up. Discipline and time management, everything.
So from 12 to 75, I mean, that's many, many decades of swimming. How has that journey played out? How has swimming still been an integral part of your life?
In initial stages, we didn't have any competitions. But Mysore, as you know, is known for Dasara.
Yeah.
During Dasara time, we had competitions. So I have taken part in a few of them. And those days, believe me, it used to be measured. Swimming pools were measured in yards.
Yeah.
And now it's meters.
Yeah.
So there it started. I have won several medals in that level. Dasara sports were very famous.
And have there been any other national level or international competitions that you have been exposed to?
It's a big journey to make it known to people. I would just go through that in a very quick way. We moved to Bangalore, as I said, for my master's. So I was getting trained in one of the corporation swimming pools. Now it is not even existing. It was in the corporation complex. Then we came across several coaches. And then the master swimming, let me explain what is a master, who is a master swimmer. Anybody after the age of 25 is called a master swimmer.
Oh.
So we had formulated a group and we found a coach, because in my days, there were no coaching sessions at all. In fact, my very first appearance at the international level, that was in California. We had to train ourselves. And when we went there, we were so aghast because Chinese, Japanese, Americans had their own coaches.
Right.
And it was overwhelming for us. We went there on our own, and whatever practice we had done, it was not sufficient.
Of course.
Let me tell you, it's not easy.
It's not easy. Absolutely. And when was this? I mean, what year would this have been in?
2006. 2006.
Okay. Okay. So you were already
Yeah.
fairly advanced in age. You were not a young girl anymore.
No. Oh, let me tell you one very brief episode.
Of course.
When we were swimming there was a lady from Seattle. It was in California, I said. People from all over United
world, yeah.
States had come. One of them was a very senior swimmer, and she was 92.
Wow. She was 92 at an international swimming competition.
Yes.
Lovely.
From Seattle. All her family members, I think 32 of them had come there
Wow.
to cheer her.
Wow.
And I was really, really excited to meet her. I was then, I think, 55. So after the competition, I was tempted to go up to her and then say hello to her and find out. And she did not get into the water by the ladder. She dived into the water from the diving block.
So I hope you did go and say hi to her.
I did.
Yeah.
So when I told her, she asked me, "What is your age?" I said, 55. "Oh, you are a baby."
I had a similar moment with you earlier when you asked me my age. So I guess it goes around.
So that episode remains in my mind because 55 is not at all an age for them.
Absolutely. And it shouldn't be. I think that's exactly why we are here, because age is just a number, right? It all depends on your mindset and your activity. Now, personally, I love swimming. I'm obviously not competitive, but something I've always been afraid of is open water swimming. I can't get into a lake or, into the ocean. I'm just seriously scared of it. So would you like to talk to us about open water swimming? Is that
Yes,
something?
open water can be in a river, or it can be in a tank, it can be in a well, it can be in a lake, it can be in an ocean. So these are generic term is open water.
Right.
Distance, depth, both matter.
Of course.
And this fear of depth or fear of open water is always there. It's not easy to get rid of it. So first time when I swam in Sri Lanka in the sea, my coach swam along with me. Because you cannot make out where you are swimming.
Yeah.
You will see only water, but nothing but water. There are no other people, and you have to have that self-confidence, because nature is something unpredictable.
Absolutely. And how were you feeling the first time you did it?
Quite scared.
Yeah, I can imagine. But you did it anyway.
Yes. That was the guts that it brought me to do 1 kilometer. I have been doing only 1 kilometer, and it's a suggestion by my coach. So I did 1 kilometer for the first time in Sri Lankan seas.
Wow.
There are 3 seas meeting.
Wow.
So that was quite an experience.
And how did you feel after you had done it?
Very accomplished.
At what age was this? When did you do this the first time?
This was again around the age of 60.
At the age of 60, you did your first open water swimming in Sri Lanka. So your journey with swimming, though it began very early, it feels like all the challenging stuff has happened much later in life. Am I right?
Exactly. Because my life was very busy, taking care of my in-laws, bringing up children, and my children were also national level swimmers.
Oh, wow.
So, it's a very great disciplined life.
Absolutely.
And time factor. So not much competition was going on in Karnataka for masters those days.
Right.
So later on it picked up, and then there is a club called Swim Life headed by Satish Kumar. That is my coach.
Okay.
Who has been taking me through this journey all through. He exactly knows what is my capacity, what is my incapacity,
and how to push you. So I think that brings us to the next point that I'd love to hear about is this person who motivates you, inspires you, and coaches you. Would you like to talk a little bit about Mr. Satish Kumar?
Sure. He is much younger than I am. He is in fact, my daughter's contemporary.
Okay.
He's not even 50 yet, but I'm 75. He is my coach. It's not an irony, but let me give him the credit. Absolutely. Because he's able to take us through. We are about 35 members in Swim Life of various ages.
Yeah.
I'm the oldest, by the way.
Wow.
So in between the 25 and 75, there are lots of them. But most of them are in the age category of 30 to, say, 60. So these are the people who inspire me.
Lovely.
because I spend most of my time with the youngsters.
Do you think that is what keeps you youthful and your mindset so positive?
Absolutely. Because if you're in the same age bracket as I am, your enthusiasm level or your performance level can be plateaued.
Right. But the younger people push
Younger
you.
people push me, and then I'm forced to push myself.
And the
Which is
younger
good.
people you're talking about are also in their 50s and 60s sometimes.
Sometimes. But
Nice.
most of them are in their 30s, 35, 40, 45.
Right. Nice. Nice to know that. And what about other people other than your coach who help you along this journey?
Majorly my husband, Vijay
Okay.
Raghavan. He was a scientist earlier in DRDO, in voluntary retirement. He is an expert in swimming pool planning, construction, and training.
Oh.
So he's the one who pushes me. Never in my life I have had a negative feeling, because I have gone to many, many, many competitions in India, to different states, wherever the nationals
Yeah.
happen. Any other person would have pulled me and then said, what the hell? Why are you doing all this? You can sit at home and take care of so many other things.
Right.
But he's the one who pushes me, and I really, really thank him a lot.
You know, that's so true. My ex CEO once told me that the most important career decision a woman makes is the guy she marries. So you've clearly made a very
Yes.
good career choice in
That's right.
in Mr. Vijay Raghavan. I know that you have a very disciplined life. You talked about it earlier. I know that you still wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. So besides swimming, what are the other things that fill your day?
Majorly it is swimming, because it is part of my lifestyle.
Of
swimming.
course.
5 o'clock, I leave home to reach the swimming pool, and we have a team and 2 coaches who train us. So after that, all the household chores are done by me.
Wow.
I believe in it because it's, you see, the discipline and time management. Everybody has only 24 hours.
Yeah.
And we get 2 hours extra if we work in a different style.
Right. How is that? What's the trick?
The point is, allot time for every activity in the day and stick to it. We may plan several things, but it doesn't happen that everything is done within those hours. But the trick is to make it happen. That's what I do.
That's such a MBA formula that you've given so simply. We're taught when we're doing business studies that you have to calendarize what is important and then make sure that those things get done first. And I think you've already been doing it for all your life. But what keeps you going? Because I'm sure there are days when at 5 a.m. you're like, oh my God, I don't want to get out of bed. Does that happen?
No, never.
Never.
Because that, yes.
Wow.
Because I look forward to those hours, because it's a me time, first of all. And I gather up my thoughts while driving to the pool.
Right.
And then sometimes I get a pickup from my younger friend. And so, we catch up. So I look forward to it. And swimming is not just for swimming's sake.
Yeah.
It's also socializing.
It is. Yes.
That 1.5 to 2 hours that we spend, so much fun we have. I mean, we interact with each other and I learn a lot. All my friends are, quite a few of them are techies.
Okay.
So they educate me.
Nice.
Because nowadays everybody talks about AI.
Yes, they do.
So it's a challenge for me to be abreast of the situation.
Lovely. I mean, I've heard all about your swimming, but I'd love to hear about your other hobbies. I know that you have other activities that you participate in, like cycling. Could you talk to us?
See, most of the other activities are like creative.
Okay.
I like doing some hand work, like crochet, knitting.
You still do
cutting.
it?
Yes, I do.
Nice.
I make and sell.
You make and you sell. Oh, wow. Okay.
I do quilting.
Nice.
And majorly, I like children and their activities.
Okay.
If I may tell you that I ran preschool for 25 years.
A preschool?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I dealt with kids from the age of 1.5 years to 4 years.
And when was this?
From 2000 to 2024.
So that is now,
Yes.
basically, you're
8
saying.
months ago, I had to close it down. I
Wow.
completed almost 25 years.
Wow.
But now also I continue to do activities with children because I like to develop them in their formative ages.
But that takes a lot of patience. I have one child.
Absolutely.
And that's hard enough.
Yes. Patience is the key.
Patience is the key. And discipline, I guess.
And discipline.
Lovely.
And fun. We grow with them. That is why mentally I'm so alert and so enthusiastic, and I never get tired out of the children's activities. So now I am doing some courses for the children in my apartment
Okay.
complex.
You're teaching them.
Yes,
Okay.
to develop them into good human beings.
And would you like to talk to us about your grandkids? You were talking to me about them earlier.
My grandchildren are 5 in number.
Okay.
4 granddaughters and a grandson. Believe me, they are all in high-level sports. And they say they get the inspiration from me.
I'm not surprised.
It is also from them I derive inspiration.
Right. No, absolutely. What I'm hearing is a very beautiful thread, because you started the story by talking about your grandmother who inspired you and, made you swim even when it was not the norm. And now the cycle continues where you're influencing your grandkids, and the cycle sort of continues.
Exactly.
Which is...
I didn't think of that, but you pointed it out. Thank you.
No, most welcome. I also want to take a step back, Lalitha, and talk about, I think, the international competitions that, you spoke to us about going to California and not being very adequately prepared.
Yes.
Compared to other countries. But have there been other and better experiences that you had?
Among all the other experiences, I would recall my Turkey experience.
Okay.
It was a beautiful competition there. It was a good opportunity for us to interact with my own age counterparts.
So what was the age group like when you were in
No,
Turkey?
it started again. It was a master's group.
Okay.
So from 25 years onwards, up to 70 plus, I think. I don't know the exact.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Oldest. Both men and women were there, and I had a wonderful experience in swimming with the most competitive swimmers. India, as yet, is not very successful in international level.
Yeah.
But now, because of the infrastructure, good training, exposure, everything, India is also noticed in the international level. Now, I'm not talking only about masters, but generally speaking.
Yeah. I think generally the sports attention in this country, I think when we were kids, it wasn't a priority, but for our kids, it is a priority, sports.
And now most of the apartments also have swimming pools, which is a very good thing.
True.
It's a boon. So age is no bar. You can even learn swimming at the age of whatever, 60 plus.
Yeah. I actually have a friend who learned to swim at the age of 60.
Yes.
So
definitely it's possible.
And then she went scuba diving. So I think she would love to hear from you as well. I'm going to share this with her after we're done.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to other people who are now turning 60? Because a lot of people believe that once you're 55, once you're 60, it's time to slow down. Life has to now become at a different pace. And that's what the society tells us. But what is the advice you would give?
To your previous statement, I would say I defy. My son being a doctor, he tells me that 60 is a matured adulthood.
Oh, 60 is a matured adulthood. Okay.
So we are never aged.
Okay.
It's all in the mind.
Okay.
So there are many people who I have come across about after 45 or 50, the middle age blues set in. They don't like to dress up. They don't like to present themselves well. Oh, if I may use a Kannada sentence, ella aitu nan kala ella aitu nan innenu ududilla. So that is a very wrong statement in my opinion, because that is when the life starts.
Okay.
You can do things for yourself. You can do things for others. So 60 plus is the right age to start doing new things.
Okay.
Acquire new skills, because you are done with most of your other duties, maybe, if you may call them. So you devote your time for doing something good for yourself, but for others, I would say. That gives you more satisfaction than just being selfish. You can teach many things. If you're talented, nothing like teaching. That's
Yeah.
the best occupation. And you equip yourself with knowledge by reading or by spending time with a good group of people, not with negative thinking people. That's very important, because the more negativity you add onto your system, you are adding more age with negativity. That is what I am thinking, that I am never tired of learning. And this should go on forever till the last breath. There is something to learn, there is something to give. Every time we cannot be looking at monetary benefit.
I mean, such a power packed conversation, because you learned swimming as a child, but you really rekindled it and got into it in a competitive manner in a much more advanced age. You believe that mindset is important, being surrounded by younger people is important, and learning till the last breath is important. You're inspired by your coach, your husband, and a 92-year-old swimmer that you met in California. So, obviously, it's a very full and very fulfilling life that we've heard about from Lalitha. Thank you for being with us on The Next Chapter by Marzi. Please let us know how you felt about today's episode in the comments below. Do share this episode with any other seniors who will take inspiration from it. We will be back with another superstar senior very soon. And if you know any superstar senior who deserves to be featured on our podcast, do share their details with us in the comments below. Thank you.